Hello out there to all you styrene users and abusers. This is George coming to you again tonight from the basement annex at Kitchen Table Scale Models with kind of an impromptu last minute video. The eBay Fairy arrived today under the darkness of an eclipse, and I left this little gem on my front porch. For those of you who are not familiar with this kit or this car, this car was a Mako Shark 2 that Chevrolet did, I guess, around 64, 65. It was kind of considered to be a show car, a prototype of what was to become the 68. I guess that would have been the C2 Corvette. MPC released this kit initially in 65. I remember having the original kit and building the original kit, and it's been on my list to try to find for a while. I poke around on eBay every now and again, and wanted to try to acquire the kit while keeping all of my organs and limbs intact. And I finally found one for a price that I just choked on it a little bit, but I was able to get it down, and got a good offer from the seller with a buy it now number, and I threw a number back at him, and he said, yeah, fine. So here we are. It arrived today. Again, this is 1965. I don't know if this is the 65 issue that I got here or the later 76. Judging by the $2 price tag on here, I'm going to say it's the original 65, although I might be able to find that on the instructions. But I had really planned on getting into this model a little bit as part of my next What's Cooking episode. But when I opened this thing up, I had major nostalgia of building this kit the first time. I built it as near as I could to what you see on the box. I remember painting it with silver, and then fogging the upper half of the body with candy blue. So it kind of looked like this. You know, for a 13-year-old kid, you work with spray cans. That was pretty ambitious at the time. But let's take a quick look at this kit and see what's in here. I just finished inventorying this, and there's just one tiny little piece missing. It's a little retainer that holds the upper A-arm in place. You're going to see this kit has multiple parts, individual pieces for the suspension, most of it chrome. Yeah, it's a pretty cool kit. So let's dive in and look at it. One of the extra added attractions that come with this kit, and I'm going to start there, is this cool trailer. It says on the box that there's 25 pieces to this trailer. I don't know. I believe them. I haven't counted it. They're probably counting the wheels. But what's cool about this is the way these ramps mount. It actually, let's say, you can probably see in this picture here, it actually kind of tilts. So it's kind of a neat little, added attraction that, maybe adds a little bit of value to the kit. I remember building it, painting it silver. That's the trailer pieces. The body pieces, they're molded beautifully. Boy, this old styrene, it's just, I don't know, this is going to sound kinky, but this old styrene just feels so nice. It's the soft, easy to work styrene that we grew up on back in the 60s. Body proportions are fabulous. Take a look at the hood. There are individual chrome pieces for the little vents. If you could see the engraving on there, it says Mark IV 427. When the 427 motor first came out, that's what it was referred to as the Mark IV V8. I'm not so sure the origin of that, but I'm sure somebody else out there is, so I don't need to be. As long as I can look it up, I don't need to know it. What else is going on here? Okay, this separate frame. I think I mentioned that all the suspension pieces and exhaust and everything are separate. And again, this is that it's kind of somewhat flexible, soft, really high quality styrene that us old timers got to play with when we were kids. I'm not going to show you all the parts because you know, you don't need to, but just some of the things I think are cool about this kit. A nice version of a 427, but you can see here on this parts tree, you've got the individual pieces. These are the rear trailing arms. If you're familiar with Corvette suspensions, you know what they look like. These are the spindles. Here's a tie rod. This is one of the pieces that I'm missing. There should be right there. It wasn't. I've looked in the bag. This kit was very carefully bagged and sealed, although I'm sure it had been opened once before because that wasn't factory bags and sealing. But I think I can kind of make something work out of a little bit of, there we go. Let me show you what I'm pointing at. I can kind of duplicate something like this out of a piece of evergreen tube and maybe a piece of sheet plastic. Interesting things. Seats are not the stock Corvette seats. They're kind of a custom, really swoopy doopy seat. Separate interior pan. And let's see what else we got here. I'm not going to show you every piece because half of you probably checked out by now already. There's the dashboard and engine pieces. What's unique about this kit, or maybe not unique, but one feature of this kit is the preponderance of chrome parts. A couple of the wheels are broken off this tree, and one of the grill piece is broken off this tree, but damn near everything on this kit is chrome. The exhaust is chrome from the headers all the way back to the collectors or the tips. Of course, these are the vents for the hoods. Nice looking big block Chevy valve covers. Look a little boxy to me, but you know, who knows? Chrome valve air cleaner, chrome fan. That's it, fan. Looks like, I'm not sure what these 6 stacks are, if they're exhaust pipes, exhaust tips, in which case, why the heck they give me 6? Well, we'll figure it out when I look at the instructions. You know, I mentioned the suspension pieces are separate. Here are the upper and lower A-arms, sway bar. These half shafts for the rear end. Here's your front wheel discs with, you know, your spindle things on them. Oh, I just knocked a piece off. There's a chrome carburetor. See where that piece went? Oh, there it is. It's the fan. Stand by. I'll be back. I don't want to roll over it with my chair. Oh, God, the floor gets further away every year. Okay, I'm back safely. I didn't fall flat on my face. Instructions on this. Let me show you the instructions. A lot of neat stuff on the instructions. There's some cool pictures of a assembled chassis, detailed interior, the Mako trailer. Here's the assembly instructions for the trailer. So I guess if you figure you got 6 pieces on each side for the wheel and suspension assembly, that's 12 right there. So yeah, I guess you got 24 pieces there. I went through the instructions. When I buy a kit that's unsealed, I'll go through the instructions and I'll just tag on the instruction sheet all the parts. But what I'm going to show you is interesting. Again, 1960, what did I say, 5? Yeah, 1965. This instruction sheet had little directions on how to wire the engine using thread, which, of course, back then is how I did it. I think my first couple attempts at wiring engines were done with thread, and then I found my dad's fishing tackle, and I started using monofilament fishing line, which took paint and looked pretty good. Again, here's the instructions. It shows you the way everything goes together. Final assembly. You got a choice on the rear window. You could either put the window slats, or you can put a clear glass. You know, I bought this honestly with the intent of throwing it up on the shelf and you know, getting to it, you know, the proverbial someday. But seeing this kit has got me kind of jazzed to build it. Oh, one other thing, a couple other things here. I already mentioned the multi-piece suspension. If you're familiar with the old MPC Corvette kits, the C2 Corvette kits, you remember that they came with working suspension and springs. This is really similar. These are the metal springs that came in that kit. This kit had 3 of them for some reason. In the days, 20 years before bare metal foil was on the scene, they were giving these little foil pieces to go on the rocker arms. I thought that was kind of cool. Other neat thing about this kit are these tires. These are absolutely beautiful. They're Firestone racing tires, and I remember I had gotten these in a couple of kits, and I remember using them on street machines over the year. The one build I remember using these on was the first 70 CUDA I built. I put these things on them, and there's the tires for the trailer. So, well, that's it. This is the old MPC kit from 1965. Oh, let's see if we can confirm the date on this. What's the copyright? Is this a 65 or a 76? Oh, I don't think we're going to know. I don't think we're going to know. No. Okay, well, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this little impromptu look at a old classic kit. I've seen these things going upwards of in the $200 to $300 range. Just full disclosure, I did not pay that much, but I paid a lot. You're not going to find these things cheap. They were only made twice. They're beautiful kits. I gotta believe they're very desirable kits among Corvette aficionados and model builders. Because it was so historically significant to the Corvette. If you want to know the history on the Mako Shark, go Google it. You can find it. You don't need to listen to me try to remember it. And I'm going to thank you all for watching, and thank you all for coming back and watching more videos. I've got a couple things in mind I think you're going to find interesting. I've got an idea that's going to maybe take us off, not so much in a new direction, but maybe a couple of rabbit trails. But I think you'll find fascinating. I will be doing a what's cooking episode probably in the next couple weeks. I won't have too much to share. It's a busy time of year for me, work-wise. I'm very, very busy, and my other hobby that I share with my wife is breeding and showing dogs, and we are ramping up for show dog season, so I'm going to be spending a lot of weekends away at dog shows in my motorhome, and haven't quite figured out yet how I can build in the motorhome, especially when I've got 5 dogs in there with me, and there's just not that much room. So I'm going down a rabbit trail here. Speaking of rabbit trails, thanks for listening to me babble. Again, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for sticking with it this long. If you like it, please do give me a thumbs up. If you really like it, please sub. And come back and see more. Thanks. Bye.